All right. Let's go. What's the delay? How is the delay? Not terrible. Not terrible delay. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we are in KVK. I would be lying if I would say I'm not excited. But I have needed to go into KVK. I've been, long off season, 2 months of off season. Just got into KVK. We're building forts. We're farbing. We're doing everything we can. Jesus Christ. I'm waiting for this to come back. Sadly, Sadly, I thought it was on Garrison Afterbuild. Excuse me. Yeah, I thought it was on Garrison Afterbuild, but apparently it was not. Oh well. I'm glad I got this working. I was having issues with the encoder, and it wasn't, I always had to change different things. Now I can stream directly through YouTube. Ooh, belly's active. Sweet. Let's see. Okay. I mean, I don't love it. I don't want food. All right, we'll do barbs. We will do barbs. All right, let's get the daily quest done. Sadly, I couldn't stream right at opening. I was kind of sad about that. But it's still about 3 hours after. So right now I am sitting at upgraded crystal mine, upgraded crystal research. I am pushing tech hard today. We have gotten to unlock archer focus. So we're at a good spot. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done it, but I did leadership 1. But I knew I was going to need it anyway, so whatever. So my plans to work on this now, we're going to get the archer focus, fleet of foot, special concoctions. I believe we're going to go with the infantry expert. I'm double checking on that. People are saying, someone said do archers. But no, stop it, computer. Yeah, I'll take less damage from them. I'll do more damage, but I'm focusing on the rally. I'm focusing on, what I'm going to be hitting. We need to kill some barbs. We'll run. What are we gonna run? Oh man, I got really excited for a second. Alright, what are we running? Phone. Chill. I think my cord's broken. We'll run. I will do Hu O'Hara. $330 already. Day 1. Let's go. I love it. You know what? I just realized something. I am an absolute noob. It would help if I put the thumbnail. It would help if I put the thumbnail. Are you the R5? Make me feel paid. It's been a little bit of a rough opening. I will admit, it's been a rough opening. We have dealt with some changes in our plan. This is going to be an interesting day. Very interesting day. Any kingdom to me that your king is not on for pass opening is automatically a rough pass opening. You know, you've got to be ready. Or not pass opening, sorry, KVK opening. If you are not ready, instantly reset. Let's go. Their king was asleep and just woke up. Like, you can't complain at this current moment about not being in a coalition. You're a holding king, you don't have any. Like, I can't. You're 3 hours into Kingsland. Why'd you get excluded? You weren't online. It's as simple as that. I hate to trash talk people, but like, it's stuff like that just because it's not needed, you know. You got to be ready. You can't go to a pass opening 3 hours later and say, "Oh, why can't I fight?" You know, it starts at 8 UTC or 13 UTC. I need everyone there at 13 UTC. All right, one thing I haven't checked is the rankings. The individual power. Okay, I'm 17th. 265. 3676 is tough. And they got a lot of power. And 2709, this is our campmate. 1864, so they've been called a traitor a bunch. So, but I'm not a traitor. 194, 93, 95. There's a lot of power here. Being able to see it in a list now, and this is pretty crazy. Yeah, there's me, 157. All right, kills. Whew. Super Cow, was he was second. So he's got 2 accounts going. 3676 is strong. Michael's hitting 30 billion. I'm at 84th. I really do need more KP. I'm not happy with where I'm at. Hey, Bim's at 26. I like that. I'm not doing it. Blue just realized. Yeah, I'm just chaining for the night. You know, trying to get as much crystal as I can. I need my tech as high as I can, as soon as I can. Sure, I'm going for Mountain Warfare, but work. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Mountain Warfare. Since I'm rallying Garrison this KVK, and really just trying to, push myself as hard as I can. My goal for this KVK is to beat this. I want to hit 150 million. I think that would put me in a really good spot. I want to hit 10 billion, of course. If I don't, it's gonna be really bad. But I'm happy enough to get, as much as I can. Okay, once these are done, 24 minutes, that's fine. Yeah, we'll chain these. I was told earlier to look at something, and I was like, oh crap. We're gonna do it. No, we can't do a scan. Oh, that's okay. I am really happy to be back in KVK though. This has been way too long. He knows all the colors. I do not. Here's active now. Let's go. Do I want to do an out of bones? Nah. Oh, come on. I want to do barbs. Sweet. 2 bastions ready to go. Ooh. Nice. Six minutes away. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see. I want to see this. Curious who's the highest in ranking. Okay. And we took out all our farms. So we're definitely lower than where our farms than we are with our farms, of course. I don't think we're what are the Alright, so we're 8th. Okay. So we're 18th in power without any farms. We're 8th in kills. I'll take that. I mean, it's not great. Yeah. So our ally, our campmate 4th. We're 8th. And 1095 and then 1611. He's just so low. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, that was a stupid chain. Try and get it though. I'll get some materials. I need them. I need them bad. Let's see, have I gotten all the support skills? I have not. I'm missing 3. Okay, which ones am I missing? Ugh. I need a teleport. I keep doing that. I thought I got all of them in Zone 5. Vegas. Ready? El Cid. I grabbed these from a different region, of course. And Tamar. It's an empty. Alright, which ones am I missing? I don't think I'm missing any, but apparently I am. Belly? I thought I grabbed that. Ooh, Mina? What's this one? Ooh. I like a Mina one. I like that one a lot. Alright, how many am I missing? Okay, I got them all now. Okay, great. So, okay. Kusunoki, 10% chance to deal with X. It's a low damage factor, but it's something. Healing, I don't love it. Oh, I don't have... I'm gonna have to upgrade Chandra. God damn it. Okay. It's a good skill to get. Let's see. Okay. This would be nice, truthfully. I mean, it's just a little bit of extra damage. This is okay. I'm already going to be dealing damage to troops. Like, they're gonna die quicker anyway. I love this. This is going on my QSH and my rallies. That's great. That's going on probably my BQ. And this is probably going on my BQ. Okay. This is going on Cav. That's going on QSH also. Yeah, I love some more march speed. See, for this, I'm really thinking of putting this on a Cav march just because I'm running Delta, so I'm not doing skill damage anymore. So it's just 15% less skill damage, 15% march speed, and 40% attack. It's great. This is nice. That's a huge one to get. I mean, 30% attack, 50% march speed. I think that might be good on BQ. This one go on Luce, since he's a little bit faster. And I'm gonna have to upgrade Chanda. 4% health is decent. Let's see. How far do I have to get him? I don't even know what he is. I'll be honest, I've never used him. Never planned to use him. 650 gold heads right now? Ooh. Alright. Sorry, I'm just upgrading these, doing what I need to do. Where's that boy? There he is. Okay. No. Oh well. Alright, we got it. Alright, so we got that at least up a little bit. Oh, that's really tempting to throw some stuff in it. What is 555? I mean, I could try. No, that's not worth it. But that'd be so much. And if I could get that to 20%. Nah, because that's 300 gold heads. If it goes for each one, how many skill resets do I have? I've got 16. I could try. I could try it. You know, try to go for a 5-5 or just a 5-1-1-1 or 1-1-5. Do I want to risk it? Do I want to risk it? Not really. That's a lot of heads. But what I am thinking about risking... Where is he? Really think about finishing this. I have the heads. I do. But at the same time, do I really want to do it? And that's the question. Like, do I want to risk it with Hector? Run up, not even a garrison. It would just be for Arthur. I don't know. I really don't. Like, I could technically run him with... I could run him with LC. I could. But... Oh, what's going on? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're gonna be in a good spot though. We're gonna be fighting fire in our first zone. And I'm a little worried about it. I won't lie. But we'll have to see. $52,000. Let's see. 120. Okay. Now, issue, I'm holding king, so I can't use any of the skills or anything like that. It doesn't bother me though. I mean, it is what it is. Not doing that. I'll do more barbs. I mean, why not? Alright, let's recall. How far are we? 2 minutes? Yeah, let's recall for now. How long we got on this? 13, yeah. Perfect timing. And we will just do a QSH Shajar for the time being. Also, I don't think I've gotten a Kahar. Have I gotten Kahars yet? No, I haven't. But that sucks. I'll say if I get a training one, that would really suck right now because I've already trained a lot. I kind of already finished the 60,000 or 600,000 power, the 200 sovereign keys. I'm really trying to push everything. You know, I'm not hitting 800 barbs tonight, but I wanna get there. I wanna get there. Okay, 50 seconds, 25. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna start recalling. We're gonna go to the fort. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good there. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not wasting 380 gold heads to get Chandra up there. At 4%, I mean it's something at least. Alright. We are TPing. Oh, this sucks. I'll go right here. I'll just go here for now. Is this still on? Yes. Okay. Alright. How are we looking? Okay. How are we looking on Crystal? Oh, yeah. No, we're not good. Where's the next bastions? I'm surprised we didn't build closer to the RCF, but that doesn't matter to me. Check who's actually taking that. Shit, we are. Like I thought we were. Yeah. All right, that's fine. All right, let's pop skillful. Hey, yeah, it don't matter anyway. There we go. All right, back to chaining. I really don't want to, I'll be honest. I'd much rather 5 March Barb. To me, it's just, I mean, I know it sucks on AP, and I have no AP. But I just hate chaining. I really do. All right, now we go. How's this looking? Everyone's going for the gem. Let's do that. That's perfect. Man, where's Arblade tonight? He's usually here. There's no one from the other alliance coming. Alliance mobilization's going pretty well. We're sitting in second right now. I'm sitting at first, 4,440, 21 turned in. Didn't buy the bundle today, didn't buy it yesterday. Really just, really hoping we hit level 18. I don't know if we are. A lot of the issue, you know, part of my frustration is, you know, we're supposed to kick all our farms. And we were supposed to kick our farm so everyone could join our alliance. Well, that didn't happen. So they chose to do their own coalition, which is fine. I mean, that's really how they want to do it. Go ahead. How many people are on? 17? Come on. $16. Ooh, he's got another build going. All right. Oh. Yeah, we'll go. We'll play ball. Cavs. We'll do... Sure. No, we can't do Huo. We'll do, Nah. There we go. Four minutes away. That's fine. One minute. Let's go. Okay, so he's going for the crystal, which is what we really need right now. Let's see. We got any more crystal along this way? That's the big question. Will they hear? Yeah. It's not great right now, honestly. It's the biggest issue I have with 5 alliances. You're really strapped for any resources. 3 should be max. But you know, you're pushing to have lower fights or smaller fights. Not as many people. Like there's a lot that can happen if it's only 3 caps. Yes, this is. How you doing? Yeah, that's right here. I'm waiting for it to get into KVK 4 so I can migrate it back here. How you doing? Yeah, I realized very quickly with that restart why I stopped doing two accounts at the same time. It just, for me, it bogged me down. And then the kingdom went to hell. Oh, that's smart. Great. Got some farms going. Yes, the kingdom did go to hell before the second zone even opened. It's funny, so I actually logged into that account recently. And I saw it was in KVK 2, so I teleported in, and it's been almost 2 years since I've done KVK 2. I forgot that the zone opened and the account got zeroed. Like, oh, alright, we're going to the account. Who cares? What are they gonna do? Let's see if it still has the reports. No, it doesn't. Oh no. Yeah, I wish I still had them. Oh, that sucks. It wasn't pretty, you know. Full hospital right now. They took all my resources. Yeah, it is what it is, but this account's so bad. I'm actually going to be taking this account to my main kingdom, and I'm just going to use it to run forts. So I think I might actually expertise CC just so I can do it. Like, Mina wasn't even level 60 yet. screw it. We're upgrading to CC. Oh my god, I forgot it's got the stupid shit. This was the stupidest thing that they have ever added to a new kingdom. You have to slowly upgrade your commander. Just let me do it normally. So, you know, in my main account, I am a king. I am the king of the kingdom. And you could see some questionable stuff very quickly, but like I was just having fun. And I just ignored it all because I was like, I'm going to run this for KVK 1, maybe KVK 2 and be fine. But yeah, it seeing what happened to it, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not even running it for KVK 2 or KVK 1. Who needs commander swap when you got CC? But there's a lot of kingdoms run by questionable people also. Like, some people just take over a kingdom, buy a kingdom, anything like that, just for the power. You know, they like to roll over people with an iron fist, and the kingdom never works, but they're king. They got what they want. Someone's gonna watch this and go, why the hell is this guy upgrading CC? Like, I mean, my gear is so bad. Alright, back to Barbie. And I think that's the truth about a lot of the new kingdoms still. Like, sure, you hear about some of these really good kingdoms. Like, oh, 3777, like, they've done great for themselves. Not every kingdom's gonna do that. I mean, that's the issue. There's going to be a ton of kingdoms that are going to die before KVK 1, or, you know, nothing's going to happen with them. They're going to just become a dead A seed or a dead D seed if they're, you know, if they're not pushing any power. Man, so I'm excited but a little worried about this. I have gotten into a strife team. I got into 2489. I have no idea how. But, you know, Mal, Arvix, Cortex, you know, Warvix's, you know, all the Arvix accounts. I was like, how did I get in here? I just applied. It was like, if they accept me, cool. If they don't, they don't. Well, so what I'm hearing, Tesh, is I should start a restart account just to watch the kingdom crash and burn. It's funny though. So I didn't even know about Mafu before that. I just started it randomly, and Arblade, he messaged me. He's like, "Please tell me this is you." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." He's like, "Oh, I know one of the YouTubers in there." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So that's how I found out about Mafu. And then I was like, "All right, well, you know, I've already started, so I got to continue." And then I was having some burnout in my main account, and it was transitioned into the other account. But I think a lot of the restarts or the crap they do now, they're doing sleepers. I don't think it's going to work all that well long term. If you get a sleeper that works as well as like 3777, they're just going to stop the sleeper method. Wait, are they really? No way. That's crazy. What happened to him? I mean, it's not something I always follow. I mean, they've got a drama. That would do it. I mean, they've got the power. It's crazy. They're already at level 30 gifted. Like that's the crazy part. And they were also trying to be in a multiple alliance kingdom. I think that's the issue. That never works. Yeah, it's crazy. All the Barb quests. I mean, whenever you're dealing with I think any high-powered people, it really, really can affect the kingdom. Yeah, I mean, the whales leave and someone who's spending, but they're not spending, they're like, oh, well, why do I want to do this when I'm not getting all these free gold chests today? Yeah. So they quit. It's kind of why I'm like, sometimes having those whales isn't great. Sure. You love to see the guys who'll drop a full war machine on a random Tuesday. But a lot of them want more. Hey, I dropped all this money. I need top 1 MGE. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, I'm an Inf main, but I need Archer MGE. Hey, well now our Archer main can't get anything. Well, it doesn't matter. He don't spend as much as me. Now you got two pissed off people, and the whale can do whale things and leave without even caring. I wouldn't say it's an issue, but it's something all kingdoms have to watch out for. Yes, it does depend on the whale. There's people who are whales and they're absolutely humble, and that makes a huge difference in them. If they're more humble or they're more helpful, especially in the YouTubers, someone like Chadsky is a lot more humble of a whale than someone like, I don't even know who to compare him to. If we're focusing on just YouTubers, him versus Chiskel, they both have a totally different attitude. Yeah, and that's something I've always said to people, you can tell when someone is a whale who just buys accounts. Ooh. If it's a whale that buys accounts, they're never going to learn the game well enough. And we had someone like that in my kingdom. We had a guy who was R4, and he always got annoyed that we would tell him, hey, stop putting archers in cav rallies. Or, he would just put random troops in different marches. And he's like, well, why does it matter? Well, grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, because you're talking, let's say 1,500 Sevlins versus 1,000. I'm like, it's not as fast. It's not doing everything as well. And he got pissed. He was like, it's just 500 sevs. I'm like, there's so much more to it than just the sevs. And all he knew in the game was how to spend money. And from KVK 1 to 4, or KVK 1 to 3, his spending, supplemented his lack of knowledge. I can agree with that. You know, learn how to play KVK 1 through 4, and then get an account. I did KVK 1 and 2, and then got something, and then ended up getting something else. Oh shit, I can't do that. Damn it. But you know, I at least was able to learn the game before getting something different, and that's the big thing. There's so many people who go. Actually, we had someone in our kingdom. They bought an account. That can be rough. 10, 11 KVKs before buying an account can be rough. But we had a guy in our kingdom who never played a KVK before. His only kingdom was in pre-KVK 1. So he came to our kingdom, or he bought an account, and the first thing he did was hit people on our on our enemy alliance, or our farm alliance, and he hit people hard. You know, they could have been farming in our territory. We don't care. And I'm like, what are you doing? I know the guy who owned the account before, and he was like, oh, I'm a new player. You know, in my kingdom, we had anyone farming on our alliance. I'm like, that's some KVK or pre-KVK bullshit. You can't be doing that. And we get into KVK, he didn't understand how to fight. He didn't understand anything about the game. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And then he'd go rogue, quote unquote rogue. The account was an inf main and it only had Guan Scipio, so any of us could kill it. So it didn't really matter. But like, he had no knowledge of what the game was, and he still won't quit the damn game. He pops up. Yeah, exactly. The account had such bad marches, especially for where we are in the game, that any of our players could count. It didn't matter how good you were or not. Especially a Guan skip march. Like, no one should be running that. Let's see where I am in honor. 166. That's not bad. Fuck. Dang, Kenobi. Okay, we're second in honor in our coalition. We'd be first if the other two coalitions just joined us. At least we're second in honor. I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, and I think that's the issue with like a lot of the Facebook groups and Reddit. Like, everyone just says buy an account, it's cheaper. It's not. There's so many different ways it could go wrong. Like, let's be honest, especially in the under, I want to say under the $2,000 range, even maybe under $1,000. most of those accounts you're buying are all dead weight, or they have no speed. So, and most people aren't going to say, "Oh, I want to spend $5,000 on an account," that they don't know anything about the game. Unless you're a millionaire and you're like, "Oh, I'm going to buy a $50,000 account because I want to be the best." Yeah. If you have no experience, don't buy one. And I think that makes that needs to change. Let people go through the early game. Let them understand the game. It's hard enough as it is with this game. It sounds stupid, but there's so many minuscule things people have to learn. Let's go. Sorry, I'm at a bottleneck. I think that's good for day one. So tempting. Yeah, I mean, I think the piloting situation's gotten... it's gotten worse. I'll be honest, it's gotten worse. I used to be able to play KVK and not use a pilot. Especially at my power, it's harder. But, like, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to spend a ton just to be able to play. But, like, I'm also not one to always go for, some of the piloting groups and stuff like that. I'll ask friends, I'll ask people who I know. I'm like, "Hey, can you help me out for an hour?" It's not like I'm saying, "Hey, I'm going to sleep at 4 UTC. I need you on from 4 to 12, and I'll start at 12. I really don't need that. Like, I'm expecting pilots here. Just looking at the top rankings for... Let's go by kills. It's easy enough. Pilot. 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 Yes, a lot of them only care about money. And, they're running a business. Good for them. But, like, a lot of these people are not in, high cost of living countries. They're not in America. They're not in many places in Europe. If I told my wife I was going to go play this game for 8 hours in a day and make $40, she's going to look at me like I'm insane. Be like, "Why are you, that's slave labor." Yeah, it's just like the resource sellers. Let's say even at a higher price, like $45 a billion of each. Let's say you buy 10 billion of that. How long is it taking you to get that 10 billion? It's not taking you a day or two. I understand the reason for the piloting, and it's all just ego at the end of the day. You know, you click someone's thing and you see this autark score, you go, oh crap, they got a ton of kills. Oh, they've got 40 billion KP. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, and I won't lie. I go to this, I go, oh crap, this guy has 71 billion KP. His other account has 56 billion. You go to, oh crap, he's 261 million power and 367 million kills. You look at this, you go, this guy's a really good fighter. He's probably on 24/7 because he's got pilots. But the RSS thing, I mean, when you look at how long it takes to actually farm those resources, for most countries, it's not worth it. It'd be insane for me to do it. And now, sure, it's quote unquote passive. But like, I mean, all you're doing is sending them out 3 or 4 times a day and then you're fine. I can't blame someone for that. And it's not like I'm saying, no, don't do it. I know what I do. Sucks. He's about to go to sleep. I just know he is. I really don't want to build. Oh, that's looking good. Sweet. It is a pain. And, you know, that's why there's the resource sellers. And yeah, you know, I don't want to farm nonstop in off season. You know, there was a time where I was given every migrant that we got 1 billion resources of each. I can't do that anymore because we had about 35 migrants and I needed resources for myself. But I was like, all right, you're coming to our kingdom, you're migrating, you're losing everything you have. You need it. It's like, you know, especially with the changes they're doing. I mean, sure, the time frame doesn't technically change, but you've got a month off season or a 2-month off season or no off season. I don't do it anymore, but you know, we had about 7 migrants in the KVK. And we were going into a KVK very quickly. So I was like, okay, we're going into a KVK. I think it was 1 skip. And I was like, y'all need resources for something. I'm not going to give you enough to hit 100 million kills, but here's at least 1 billion of each. So I think I gave out close to 40 billion that off season, between migrants and then some other people. But I also took a lot from deadweight. I did a lot of zeroing that KVK. It wasn't feasible though. Like, I couldn't keep doing it. And then, you know, half the people end up quitting. Like, that was the worst part. I gave out all these resources and then they quit after 1 KVK. their city would go off territory, so I couldn't get it back. I think piloting in the off season is a great way. You know, if you get pilots for ballers, and I'm not. There's a very fine line with it because I think most kingdoms need to have a community. You know, you want people to talk. You want people to interact. I was in a kingdom before where everyone was pilot ran in the off season. And, I didn't love not having a community. So I just went and sadly got the pilot. I'm like, no one's talking anyway. I might as well get the pilot. So it bit me in the ass because I was then spending the money for the pilot. But I was getting ballers done every day. And I was getting great speed ups. I was getting materials. It was great. And when I left the kingdom, I'm like, the progression hurt. It hurt because I was so used to doing those every day. Yeah, I mean, and the fighting stuff, they say that the cooldown frenzy was to stop pilots. There is a very easy way to stop pilots. You get rid of secondary password, a lot of people are going to stop. I know I wouldn't let anyone on my account if I had no secondary password. The only reason you need that is because of you allowing other people on your account. Oh, that works. That works. Yeah, if you get rid of secondary password, you're gonna get rid of pilots. If you limit devices, that's another way. If I was told I can only limit myself to 2 devices, why would I get a pilot when I play on my phone and my computer? There's my 2 devices. It's very simple. But they truly don't want to ban piloting. They do not want to ban pilots from fighting. You do have a lot of people who share the account with friends, but, people would make the argument, what's the difference between that and pilot? Yeah, you could have a friend who's in opposite time zone of you. You got 24/7 access. That's a fair point. But someone who's piloting, especially some of these bigger accounts, if they're on 24/7, they're blowing through speeds. So Lilith likes that. They love the pilot system because they're going to use more speeds, use more resources, and they're going to need to spend to replenish themselves. I have 2,600 days. If I blow through all those 2,600 days, it's going to take me a ton of time to get that back. Of course, Karak is right now. Yeah, it is a double-edged sword. Especially with, one alliance kingdom. Because before, if you had 2 alliances or 3 alliances, hey, this one's, let's just say European, this one's Asian. And you sprinkle in the Americans and the Australians somewhere. Well, you've got 24/7 coverage right there. What else do you need to do? But now that it's a One Alliance Kingdom, you're shit out of luck. If you're not on it, you feel it. And there's the whole drama with 2377, and there were screenshots showing that the leadership was pissed at Chiskel for not using pilots. One, he's a content creator. I do believe they have rules against it. Two, it should be up to him if he wants to use a pilot or not. It shouldn't be the kingdom telling him. I think 2 to 3 Alliance Kingdom. Oh God, that's 7 minutes away. I don't need to do that. 2 to 3 Alliance Kingdom could be interesting again, but as a person in leadership, I don't know if I want to deal with that many people. Oh, it's from a player? I thought it was leadership. Well, that's a little bit better then. A player saying that, you could just say, hey, screw off. This isn't bad at all. This is not bad. I mean, territory's looking good. 1611's building a lot. 74's building. It's really interesting how people are. I don't know what's going on here. They're not building much. Why do they have so much? That's crazy. My plan is finish this belly, get this to level 6, work on the next one. I don't know what I'm going to use this belly one on, but at least it's something. That's huge. Definitely gonna need to go for that one. Wait, what? Why are people saying RIP Musa Gaming? What's going on here? What's going on? I don't know. I won't trust anything until I see something. Where's Rocket Sword? Where's Rocket Sword? Back to channel. I'm blowing through the little bit of AP I have. Not great. Okay, so it was a player. I mean, screw the player then, truthfully. Like, that's not his place. If leadership's mad at it, that's a different story. But a player, they don't mean anything, truthfully. I hate this. Why do I have a... Yeah, that's not okay to me. Like, it's... That's the issues that are happening in the game. If you have to pilot, or else you get called out, nah, people are gonna be pissed. What kingdom are you in? $581. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, but that's also the issue with the imps. Like, you shouldn't have to do it. And like, even a KVK like this, I mean, oh, you're part of leadership? Okay. You know, how do you get mad at your players for not getting a pilot? like yeah, it sucks if you know that the reason you lost is because your guys weren't on 24/7. But like, it is what it is. Like, that's how I feel. Oh yeah, yeah. If players don't follow markers, they're KP chasing. That's a different story. Yeah. Yeah, if I see someone not following markers, it's a problem. Like, you know, this KVK, we've got... It's a very weird matchup. Let me pull it up. Come on. That's a damn screenshot. Of course it is. Do I really not have it on here? Oh, there we go. Where is it? Here we go. Here's our KVK. Yeah, it's A seeds, but like each camp kind of has a dead weight camp. There's left versus right. Yeah. A lot of our people who get piloted, they know, like, I need them to follow stuff. Like, fire camp, who we're fighting, first zone, 35-22, I wouldn't even call dead weight. They're just CC'd. I really don't know why they're here. 34-56. I've been told by a couple people who fought them, like, hey, have fun. You know, these guys have, water camp have the lower power, but 2879 has high power, low KP. Wait, shit, did it not show it? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, 2879, high power, low KP. Ours, we've got the high power 1611 with low KP, 1095 low KP. We're not great. We're not great, but we're not terrible. And then wind, our ally, 3640, high power, low KP. So each camp kind of has a dead camp. I think we really have a tough camp. It's going to be a very tough KVK, which is kind of what I wanted. Kind of what I wanted. How many? Hold on real quick. All right. Oh, do I really want to do a power one? Yeah, I need the Kahar. I don't have training speeds. This kind of sucks, but I need to do them. Right, I need some. I want electronic, but like, come on. Let's save that. Let's see how this works. Yeah, power ones are best for crystal, but I hate using no training speeds. Oh, Barb could actually be very nice. What do I want around? Get some Barb Fords going. This could actually be beneficial for me. I really want to do these. 80, we're getting something. I'm not even close to fishing anything else. I'll just have to farm. Let's go. $60-30 honor, I'll take it. And we got people farming or chaining. Kenobi up here, 5 March Barbin. Crazy man. A little more energy in this music. All right. I still think this is some of the... You're going for 7 March. I don't think you can hit 7 in the first. At least I don't think so. Oh, can you? That's a lot. And see, so my issue. Okay. So my issue, I'm rallying Garrison. So I'm going, or rally. No one's archer garrisoning, really. So I focused all my archer stuff. Look. That's a lot of honor. This is a little bit too hard style for me. Oh my god. I won't lie, I have one. Yep. I always do it. Always do it. I think it's great. So yeah, I'm push my tech, got to the archer focus. I'm really at a point where I don't know what to do. But I got leadership 1 done. Leadership 2 I'll finish with Mountain Warfare. All I know is I need to get here so I can do the infantry expert. I'll be in a really good spot. I will say I love rallying. So I left 1 KVK ago. I left for 1 KVK and then came back. KVK I left at, I was rallying and garrisoning. And I was the only one. And it sucked. So I was the only one who had max tech. And the only one who had rally gear. Oh, we had one other guy. We had one guy who could garrison. It was an imp garrison. So it was just me and him. And I hated my life because I was running garbage on the field. Because I couldn't focus on anything else but rally and garrison, so I barely field fought. I could get these to... Could get those to 12. Yeah. I could do that. I don't love doing those early enough. Yeah, culture exchange stuff. The issue is I just don't have the stuff for it. I also don't really know if it's, it takes a good bit to get back to that point. And that's my only issue. It's like, I want to use the crystals there and then have to get them back as time goes on. Or do I want to push more war tech? But of course it's day 1, so... Ooh, the triple siege pincer. That's nice. That'll be a nice day tomorrow. I hate the translation in this game. They really haven't fixed it. Some of the stuff that I have seen is insane. Like, hold on. This is one of my favorites. Oh no, before it used to say like, I'm unable to translate the text because it's 4 question marks. You know, just stupid stuff like that. Like, let's see if for some reason Hero Scrolls isn't showing my KVK as sponsored, even though we've got gold. Food. Man, that's the perfect payment. Man, I can't disagree with that. Free food is always the way to go. It is cheaper. It definitely is cheaper. Makes no sense. I know that man don't have 20 million gems. If he does, I need him to send me some gems. Oop. Too much. Yep. We have 0 dashboard right now. It sucks. I don't know what's going on. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. A lot of these dashboard systems are getting very frustrating to use, and I just wish Lilith had their own. If they had their own, it'd be so much better. Hey, Xander. Trying to think of who that could be. I don't know. How's your day going? I'm so bad with names. You're whale watching? I'm doing good. KVK opened today. Barb and Bastion's, doing the stuff we all love to do. Trying to finish up this Fort Bastion quest. So okay, that makes more sense. I've just started really streaming, making videos. That's kind of what happens when you got a long off season. You're like, what can I do to bide my time? And I was like, enough people in my kingdom ask me for stuff. Like, I help people out in some of the Discords. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just start streaming and like doing some help stuff for people? If anything ever comes from it, man, come on, people. If anything comes from it and I earn some money, I can use it towards Crystal Tech, I see it as a win. Even if it's a $5 bundle, it's a win. If I make no money, and I just get to talk to people, I'm happy. Oh. I knew translation was weird. I'm like, no way does this guy have 20 million gems. Yeah. Before Alliance mobilization, I had 150,000. Someone join it? Cool. Yeah, I'm king of the kingdom. Yeah, Alliance mobilization. I waited to buy out the VIP shop. Got the AP, all the speed ups, all the materials. But then I also ended up getting the level 6 reserves, and because I was pushing pre KVK. So I pushed 10 billion power for pre KVK. It didn't help anything. 134,000 gems sounds like a lot, and it can disappear in minutes. But I think the VIP shop for me now cost over 100,000 gems. It hurts. It hurts so much to see those gems disappear sometimes. Oh, that sounds terrible. If you're almost free to play, I mean, $100 total. You're 134,000 gems is a lot. Let's see this. My marches for this KVK. We're looking at QSH, YSG, ZL Hartman, Luce CJ, BQ William Wallace, Arthur Phillip, might change to Arthur Hector, GG Achilles. That's all I'm running. I'm running 6 marches. When I am rallying, it's going to be Shapur Ash. So this is main rally gear. Hoping to get that ring to Iconic 4 before any fights. And then run the 4 legendary there. I've debated building a 7th, but not at this moment. No, the WTF would be this. I have ended up getting a Delta, all legendary Delta formation, and I'm not a Cav main. Yeah, I'm not a Cav main at all. Wait, what is it deleting? Hold on. Oh. Why is... My bad on that. The mod is a little weird. I'll fix that. Are you muted now? Oh no. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. So I have been hard focusing. I have been hard focusing armaments for about a year now. I will be honest there. So that's been one thing. I mean, I'm doing everything I can to get my armaments better. To me, that's it's fun to work on, but at the same time, it's so expensive. But I will say SVIP has changed that immensely. I'm not going to be one to say, oh, you know, it's just a cosmetic buff. You're getting an armament chest a day. That's 2.5 kitties a year for doing nothing but logging in. Yeah, I mean there's a lot you got to think about with some of these big accounts where they're running, you know, an SVIP account. They're able to get armaments a lot easier, even if they're not spending. Conversion stones are a pain in the ass to get. I really will say that. They're so expensive. Because like they're talking about doing a new armament event. And part of that armament event that they've said in support is it's going to be for all 3 formations. A new skill, a new pincer, or a new smite, and a new combo. And I'm like, for me to swap over every single armament that I'm using actively to a new formation is 146 conversion stones. That's 1.4 million crystal or gems. 1.4 million gems if I am gemming them. That's even more money. And I'm like, I don't want to spend that. I wouldn't wait, truthfully. I think Wedge is dead for Cav. And I'm someone who is going to hurt to say. I used Huo for 1 KVK. I put 300 gold heads into him. Belly Prime. I used him for 1 KVK. I put 284 gold heads into him. They're going to sit there forever and do nothing. One KVK. That's all I used them for. Do I regret it? No. But it still hurts. I still kind of hate it. Are you in KVK right now? I can understand that. I was just in a very long off season. And yeah, it sucks sometimes. I can understand that. That's how we were about 3 KVKs ago, and then we got really bad fights. We were really, really upset about it all. We were like, all right, we're done with this. We're going A seed. We made the push. We'll see how well it goes, but for the most part, we've done it. See, if no one's doing forts, that's even worse. Truthfully, that's the terrible time. You know, you should be doing forts no matter what. And that's something that we were dealing with also. Yeah, we weren't having forts done. Like, it was rough. It was very rough. Yeah, I mean, that would be the time. I will agree with that. That's when you leave a kingdom. If they can't even run forts a day with 20 people, that's oh, that sucks. You have access to everything in the email? Hey. Thank you, Xander. I appreciate the sub. Very long. Yeah, I mean, even if they gifted you an account, like I've gifted someone an account. You know, I gave one of my friends one of my old accounts, and I told him, like, hey, if you want to leave the kingdom, let me know. If you want to quit the game, give it back. And I wouldn't have been mad if they left, but it would have sucked, yeah. But I can't keep someone here. Maybe they shouldn't give someone an account if they get mad if it leaves. That's my thought. Maybe I should be going with my Archer March. Yeah. The only issue is if they say, hey, you can play this account, and then they don't give you anything, like they don't give you the account access through email or anything like that. That would be the only issue. Who this? I add you. Oh wait, that's you. Like I said, I'm terrible with names. I didn't even know my wife's name when I met her. Like, let's see it. I mean, yeah, like when I met my wife, I didn't know her name for about 2-3 weeks. I thought her name was her friend's name. Honest, I mean, I was just saying, yeah, you're not garrisoning with this, but for open field, it worked. My my second Delta March. Is a little broken right now. All right, let's see the Arthur. I love it. Great armaments. That's a solid open field account. If you had the Navars, it would almost be better. And the Huo. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. It sucks about the dagger. Oh, that's nice. How close are you to pretty? Tesh, trust me, I know. I dismantled an iconic 5 dagger. But at least yours is crit for Cav. Mine was crit for archers. It doesn't use anything. At least with Cav, the Delta gives it a little bit of use. Xander, I think you're in a tough spot, truthfully. Because, like, if it's a high-powered account, it's even worse. Oh, 1 out of 10 sucks. But, I mean, getting the, what is that? That was the top left? Yeah, top left. So the, Unstoppable. Yeah, you're gonna have to swap that over. I hate to say it, but you're gonna have to make that a Delta March. Five marches. That's nice. Let's see what else we can do. I can always do barbs. You're insane for keeping that many. I can't keep any. I get one, every day I open them. I thought these refreshes were supposed to be better. Ooh, Kahar whistle. Let's go. That's a good offer right there. Oof. That was the one thing I hated about migrating. You know, I migrated and then I left the kingdom. Or I wanted to leave the kingdom. And I had to buy 75 passports again. And I said I'll never do that again. Like having to deal with buying. Well, I had about 20. So I had to buy about 125 passports in the matter of 6 months. And I didn't have many credits. I almost had enough credits for a good chunk of the passports, and then I had a guy on my account and he used them all for TPs. There's no price in selling the accounts right now. Like that's one of the big issues. Account prices have dropped. Bruh, now I get all the now I get all the cars. Most people don't realize how much it actually takes to run 5 marches. I'll be honest. When not just troop wise, but resource wise, knowledge wise, because especially if you have more than one cav march, you gotta make sure that thing's not swinging. It's not easy. Yeah, 7 marches is a pain. I don't see myself ever running 7. 6 at the most. If it's 7, one's going to be siege, and I'm just going to give it in a attack group or army group. It's interesting though with this KVK. Gross. This is gross. Nah, I will always say this: if you're going leadership with archers, leadership gloves. Leadership gloves are great. So the only reason I say that is because the Iconic 5 actually does something for him. Yeah, you're reducing the attack. Yeah, just reducing that attack really is much more beneficial than, march speed. Alright, let's find some more chains. It could probably be seen. This is the first time I've ever actually chained in the KVK. Oh, you're not running 5 marches with 67 million power. That's practically zeroed. You should be about 85 million. Let's see your commanders. Okay. Uh, 85 million, maybe not. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, that's 3243. Oh God, what is? Wait, wait. Are you 3243? Are you in my KVK? No, you said you're in off season. That's nice. That's nice, but yeah. It, for a non-spender, this is a very hard account. I wanted to make sure you weren't in the same KVK as me. And I was like, that'd be crazy. Let me look at the alliance. I mean, that's a good account. SVIP. I don't know. Yeah. Jiggy. I mean, I hate to say it, I can tell. Pound ID is pretty old. Needs more KP. A lot of T1 for that KP. Besides that, only 9 million deads. That's a bad account. I hate to say it like that, but when you're, this account ID has probably done at least 10 to 12 KVKs. This should be higher. And I've said this time and time again. My account age, I'm an old account. This KP, I should be higher. I will always be one to trash myself for my KP. If he's pushing Zenith like that, and in my kingdom, he'd be asked to leave after 1 KVK. I can see it now. We've got people like that. We've got people who they thought, oh, I'll push Zenith. It'll be really good for my account, and I'll be in a much better spot. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. If I get 2 to 3 billion KP this KVK, my account then doesn't look terrible. That's how I feel. If I get to 11 or 12 billion, I'm in a good spot. But like last KVK, I went all out. That's when I got the 131 million. Now this KVK, I'm actually off for almost all of it, which is awesome. But like, have a good one, Sander. The kingdom I really want to fight. This is their main. Yeah. 2139. I'm curious about this kingdom. One, I'm curious if, some of these DQ people are the same player, or are they just, I know they're using it as their alliance tag. Like, are they just doing a theme? And if they are, I mean, these guys are strong. A lot of power. And then, getting placed on our Osiris League team for our first AC KVK. I'm just like, what the hell? Like rankings, so individual power 3676 is going to be the biggest one. They're our allies, so they're down here in wind. They're top. 2139's got third. There's a lot of high power here, and oh crap! I went down in the rankings. I was 18th, but more people got in. Ugh. I mean, they've got some power. They've got KP, and it could be fun to fight them. Yeah, I'll have fun with fighting them. I don't know if my kingdom will have fun with fighting them. Apparently tomorrow we should be hearing about the armament event, which I'm very excited about. The one that was seen in 1002. Alright, we're at 317. Alright, we can use some crystal. Do I have really anything else to spend on other than like other troops? If not, then I really will do the cultural exchange. I gotta wait on this. I gotta do cultural exchange for that. Not time for this yet. It's expensive. That I need to save for. This will be fine for now. Yeah, no, I gotta do the cultural exchange. Look at that, already done. I'm looking good. I am looking good. Not terrible. Not terrible for first day. Sweet. Gotta... We gotta do more forts. Can't do. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm really excited for this KVK though. I mean, it's going to be a hard one. But for me, the biggest thing about it, it's going to be figuring out who is a true fighter in our kingdom and who's not. Last KVK, or KVK ended before Pass 7 even started. Now, like, we haven't had a good fight since KVK 2. KVK 6 was nice, but no Kingsland. And I want a good fight. It's funny. I always said, like, oh, I want a good fight. I want to have fun. So I went to a different kingdom, a high A seed, Our first KVK, we get paired against 3060. And I'm just like, really? I wanted good fights and I get paired with the biggest deadweight kingdom out there. Dismantle. Nope. Nope. Nothing to dismantle. Gonna get that. No, start getting all the other stuff. Crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. I could start a new march, but I really don't want to. We're gonna get this done, so I need 10 more blueprints here, 9 more here, and then 2 more here. Oh crap. That's good. I won't lie, it's about time for me to head to bed. Oh, it's only midnight? Dang, I thought it was later. But I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. Yeah, I think it's probably time for me to head to bed. I do appreciate you jumping in. I'll probably stream again though. Late nights or once fight starts, I'll be streaming the fights. But I am having a ton of fun with this and glad to be back in KVK. So I'll see you guys in the next stream. Y'all have a good one. See you, Tesh.